Hey everybody, Mungo Dark Matter here, and today I'm going to show you how to make an anvil and use an anvil in Minecraft. With an anvil you can repair items, rename items, and combine enchantments from items. So it's really actually pretty useful. It does cost a lot of iron though, but you can save over time. You can save iron. For example, if you have a pickaxe and it wears out, it will cost you 3 irons and some sticks to build a new one, right? Well, if you repair it, it only costs you 1 ingot of iron. So it can pay over time to have an anvil. So let's get started here. Here is the crafting table. We're going to go to this. And what we need is we need 3 blocks of iron and then 4 additional ingots to make the anvil. So that's a total of like 31 ingots that you're going to need to make it. So it is kind of pricey. So to make a block of iron, what we're going to do is we need to fill up all of these grids right here. So all 9 grids have to be filled with ingots, and then we can make our 3 blocks of iron right here. And let's move that out of the way there. Let's take back all these ingots here. All right, so then we're going to take the 3 blocks of iron and put them across the top row. And then we need some ingots. We need an ingot of iron right here in the middle, and then we need to fill the bottom row with ingots. And there you can see we now have an anvil. So let's take the anvil, and we're going to set the anvil out over here. And now we're going to try and use the anvil. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to right-click on the anvil, and I'm going to repair this pickaxe right here. So you can see right here, here's a new pickaxe. And there's no line across the bottom. And a used pickaxe, of course, has this line showing how much it's used up. You want to just stick the pickaxe here in the first slot. And you want to repair this probably later on in the process. This still has a lot of life left into it because it costs an ingot of iron. And you get the most if you have it more down towards the end. You of course don't want to use it up so that it breaks and you can't repair it there because it's gone after it gets down to the bottom of that line. So anyway, let's take a ingot and put it right there. And you can see here that the line is totally full right here. And so it has repaired the pickaxe. Now you can see here if we go over this pickaxe, this is an iron pickaxe and this is an iron pickaxe. So let's say we can actually rename this pickaxe. Now renaming the pickaxe something is actually going to cost some levels, and in this case it's going to cost 4 levels right here. And so let's rename this Zeus the pickaxe. So we can rename it whatever we want. But you can do that with any item. So if we want to, it may or may not be useful depending. If you have a bunch of different pickaxes and you want to kind of delineate them somehow, you could actually use that naming scheme. But it's more useful on probably on boxes. All right, another thing we can do is we can rename any item, and one of the more useful items to rename are boxes. So if we go back to the anvil and we put a box right here, by default it's named chest. So let's rename it food chest so that it kind of delineates it from other chests that might be storing armor or tools or building supplies. So as you can see, this is now labeled food chest. If we go to an ordinary chest, here's like 3 chests right here. They're all named chests. So this has a different name to it. So the other thing is we can put this out someplace. And if we open the chest, it says full food chest at the top, which is kind of useful when you're organizing things because you know this is the food chest when you go in there and you know what to put in there. It's even more useful when we go back to the anvil and we rename something like a Shulker Box. So let's take a Shulker Box right here, and we can rename the Shulker Box. We'll name it Toolbox, and we'll keep spare tools in here like pickaxes and stuff. So what happens with that is we rename this, and you can see it says Toolbox here. Now, if we go and put this toolbox out and we put some tools in it, let's put some spare anvils in here and a pickaxe, and let's put our Zeus the pickaxe in here as well, and we can close this. And if we pick this back up, and if we go back to inventory and look at it, it will not only tell us that it's the toolbox, but it will also give us a list of what's in that box, because you can actually carry a Shulker Box around with the contents in it, which increases the amount of inventory that you have. I'll do another video on Shulker Boxes, which are a pretty cool tool to have to be able to increase your inventory. But that's another useful thing about having an anvil around. Now let's show how to combine the enchantments on some swords here. And we have a couple swords that have some enchantments on them, and this will work with enchanted tools as well. So right here we have a diamond sword with sharpness 1. We can put that in there, and if we take a second sword with sharpness 1, we can go here and go over, before we even do it, we can see what the result is. We'll end up with a sword with sharpness 2. It's going to cost 2 enchantment for that, or two levels basically. So we're going to click on that, and so now if we go to this sword, we have a sharpness 2. So let's put this back up here. Now we have a diamond sword with sharpness 1 and unbreaking 1. So we'll put that here, and it will tell you what we'll end up with. We'll end up with a sword with sharpness 2 and unbreaking 1. So it will increase that by 1 as well. And so you'll end up with certain maximum levels, like there are only certain levels of sharpness and such. And so you might not always increase, but this will show you by putting the 2 in here, the 2 enchanted things. It will show you what you'll get, and you can determine whether it's worth it or not. So we're going to forge that, and now we have a diamond sword with sharpness 2 and unbreaking 1. So if you're finding enchanted tools, or whether you're making them, you can combine them into better enchantments, and then you can also repair these so as they wear down. You can repair them. If it's a diamond sword, you need diamond to repair it, a diamond to repair it. If it's iron, you're going to need an iron ingot to repair it. But it's a really nice feature to have. And so you can make better tools, and you can keep them longer. So you can kind of combine all of these things. I'm Mungo Dark Matter, and this has been Dark Matters. And whatever you do, enjoy playing Minecraft and enjoy the day, and I will see you soon. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.